The town of Çerkezköy is located 80 kilometers northwest of Istanbul. This may look like just another quiet summer day, but many of the local residents are concerned about the recent protests in Turkey's largest city. Many people here work for German companies. For example, there's a huge Bosch Siemens factory here that makes household appliances. Other German firms supply component parts. The PAS company makes cable assemblies for washing machines. Many of the workers have been following the demonstrations on TV, but none of them are willing to speak to us on camera. Fatih Kermen is the company's managing director. He grew up in a Turkish family in Germany and moved to Turkey 7 years ago. Kermen believes the police crackdown on demonstrators in Istanbul went too far.
Of course you get upset when you see these pictures, particularly the response of the police. It wasn't necessary. On the other hand, I think this is a part of the process of democratization in Turkey.
German companies invested more than 600 million euros in Turkey last year. Until recently, Turkey was considered politically stable and a good place for foreign companies to invest. Now the mood has grown tense. Kermen is very careful as he expresses his thoughts about the current political situation in his country.
I believe the government understands that its fate depends on the country's economic success. Because of the recent events, the government should engage in some self-criticism and then try to correct the things that happened that were wrong. And then it needs to try to increase its support in society as a whole.
This is the Flamm Company, another German firm that makes parts for various industries. The company's head office is in Aachen. Turan Nurcan has been the company's managing director for 10 years. He too spent a lot of time living in Germany. With his wife and daughter, Nurcan visited Gezi Park in Istanbul before it was cleared by police. The employees here are divided over the recent demonstrations. Some of them support Prime Minister Erdogan, others back the protesters.
I didn't go there myself. We talk about the demonstrations at home, but I'd rather not comment.
I don't want to see anything bad happen. Things should be done in the interests of the people. There have been protests, demonstrations and meetings, and they've caused problems for some people.
I'm glad that people are expressing their dissatisfaction. They reacted, and I think that's a good thing.
Turan Nurcan would like to see his country join the European Union, and he hopes that recent events have not damaged Turkey's reputation in the international community.
It's going to take some time. But the negotiations on Turkey joining the EU will resume. I think that both sides will end up sitting at the table and talking to each other once again.
But for the time being, it looks as though Turkey is moving farther away from the European Union.